morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the universe. This is Detective Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is L.A Noire, part nuit. That's French for now. For 9. Now is 9 in Catalan. Okay, and I've not been drinking. It's just been a while, you know, and you know that I enjoy doing a little bit of a stream every now and again. So, you know, I thought I'd pop in and do it. And with this beautiful music of L.A Noire, it just helps, doesn't it? Right. So let me win some of my controller back here. Come by, say hello in the chat, by the way, if you're watching and you're enjoying. Just let me set up one last thing before I switch to there, because I haven't posted any of this in my Discord or anything, so it needs to go in Discord. Discord. Okay, I need to take the stream and I need to put it in there. Okay, so we'll see how we get on tonight. Don't know why the cat's decided to have a scratchathon behind me. I'm not sure if she wants to get in on the business. I hope not, because she's licking her ass at the moment. That's never a nice thing to have to watch. Unless you're a male cat, maybe male cats go for that. I don't know. Don't know what I'm saying here. Okay, is it working? No. Oh, of course there'd be an update. Of course there'd be an update. Well, what have you been doing this last week? Well, I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been waiting for updates mainly. So I'm going to start streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator very soon. A lot more than I have. I'm just looking for what I wanted to do in it, and I found some really, really good mods that people have put into it. There's one I actually really wanted to do yesterday, but I forgot I was working yesterday, and when I got finished it's just too late, and I've been chatting for like 3 hours, so it's coming and doing a stream. I'm not necessarily in a chatty mood, you know, in that situation. So okay, Discord's up and running. Let me just post this in my Discord. It's in the general chat, isn't it? I don't want to be posting it in that one. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, it's in the show notes on YouTube. I don't actually have show notes on Twitch, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. Okay. Pim, pam, boom, as we say here. Okay, so we'll get that up and running then. Okay, there we go. So we'll get into it. The music's messed up a little bit because it's trying to catch up with what's been playing in the background, I suppose. And so, if you remember in the last episode, we have been demoted to the arson desk, but we actually still arrested somebody for murder. So a walk in Isolean Fields.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Okay, so
that
Psycho at the beginning,
at me, I'd put him down
David
with
Fincher-esque.
In English,
And,
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that.
Bartender looks up and says, "What is this, some kind of joke?"
And then
the vice boys get any on the side?
Wow,
I don't know why he's
that sure
walking
looks like a
fast.
beauty.
Okay, the car should be out here. In the car. Not too far from the yard. Okay. So I never drive. What am I don't know why I was going to get in and drive it there. My
You're behind the
chauffeur
wheel.
drive me.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Okay, so that was a short, pretty sweet and short. Sweet and short, short and sweet. Don't know how I'm getting some of these words the wrong way around. Love that fire engine. Oh, I wish I could drive it. Do you reckon you can get in and drive? I'd love it if you could. I'm going to try it. I'll do the investigation first and then I'll try and nick the fire truck. Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Okay, wow. The Munsters must have had a birthday reveal, agenda reveal.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Oh, nice, yes. As strong a stomach as I need. Oh, lovely.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family. Okay. Anything else? Be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert. Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt it, did.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Well, psychopaths tend to do that in movies. Wow, that is grotesque. That's somewhere in between grotesque and gruesome. I don't know why my words aren't coming out
What are
properly.
they doing?
Prayer effect
Yeah, I
is
was
from
going
the
to say,
fire.
it looks like they're
Muscles and tendons contract.
kind of in a praying position, aren't they? Perhaps praying for their lives?
Find anything interesting?
That could be.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have
Knee-length suit
in
jacket.
jail, Phelps?
Oh, I don't know.
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Some of them
Guilt.
like it like that, don't
For the
they?
fires? For his mistake.
Oh, the fire.
This guy wants to burn houses,
That's
not
quite
families.
Get,
He
so doesn't
expects
get
the
dust
houses
on
to
his
be
suit.
empty. He was trying to redeem
Called a
himself.
duster, I think.
Probably thought they'd be happier
Cowboys
together.
used to have.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating pigs.
What's that? That's really important.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
No, I am aware of that, Cole. Just thought I'd have a quick look through the house and see whether I can see anything more. Top stairway's caved in. Okay, nothing in here. Oh, I've got an evidence marker outside. I just saw there through the wall, so can't go out the back door, unfortunately. Let's go at the cut down here. Oh, so there was I'm guessing it's from where the pipes burst, isn't it? Doesn't look like there's anything down here. And to be honest, there was a building there. It's just, yeah, it's just from the burst water pipe, so...
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Yeah. And I think we're going down here. There's nothing else down here. Find our way back through the house now. That way.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Oh, he's... yeah, the fuck.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I bloody won't, because there's the evidence
done this
marker I
for
want to
years.
check on. I think the game sometimes tries to lead you away from it. I saw an evidence marker around the corner there when we're inside the house.
Looks like the same model.
Reginald Varley. Okay. Oh, and Ramon who? There was a Ramon somebody there. Reginald Varley and Ramon Nieves. Or Nieves. Okay, Ramon Nieves, Reginald Varley. Okay. Keep those names in my head. Oh, is this one of the hidden newspapers? Let's have a look. Housing development burns. Ex-serviceman irate. Ah, this is the story he was telling about. Let's have a look at this.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Connected much? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, I'm low. Oh, do you know what? It's because I turned it down. Turned it down. Now let's go. I'll knock it up a little bit. I sometimes think that my voice is a bit too much over the top of the game. So, right. So he wanted me to go view the neighbour, but I'm gonna have a good look around the outside here because you couldn't get to it from another part of the house. So there was a doggy woggy, but he's gone. Nothing in there. Can't go in the shed. Okay, so here's where it blasted out. So let's see what we've got got here? Anything in this garden here? What's that? It's a kid's shovel or something, isn't it? Right. So what did it say to
You
do?
don't look like a
Interview
fireman,
the neighbour.
son.
I mean, look at all of this blast out. Oh, it's gone into the side of the house. Wow.
Think talk is please try hiring a lawyer.
Nothing here. Let's see this guy.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
Oh, he's a famous actor.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman.
Can't think what he's
Dudley
been in, though. Okay.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Right, his eyes immediately went off, and that was cutting me off, so I don't know why. So, I think we're going to use a doubt here. Yeah, he's doing the old diaries and thing and whatnot.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Is that better, by the way?
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Well, he says I don't know, but then he said he was holding out, so he's full of crap.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Just, I didn't like the way he said what. No, he's telling the truth.
I think you know plenty
Oh,
about the
shit, I
competition,
pressed the wrong
Mr.
button.
Foreman. I think Morelli was holding out, and that was threatening all the other sales that were taking place around here.
That may or may not be true. You can speculate all you like, but you have no way of proving what you just said.
I can back out of this.
Like I made a mistake.
So I think he's telling the truth.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell.
Okay.
The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Right. So let's just have a look around his house. I don't think we're finding anything here. There's like bits of paper. There always seems to be like little bits of paper and stuff around. We've got a hose. So, okay, it looks like the game well has the game well's lit up. So we'll go over. I think it's the game well. Oh, there's something. I don't know. It's blue. I'm guessing it's the game well. Or is it my partner? Must be my partner. Didn't it say to go to the game well though?
Help me out.
More from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
More from the neighbors. Ah, shut up. The music's still playing, so I don't understand. It just did the clink sound on his shoes, but I mean, it's a pair of shoes.
Boondockers they ain't.
Just help me out. Keep your eyes peeled if you see anything. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna. Oh. What's this? There's boot marks here. Okay. And cigarettes. Okay. Right. So, and the boot marks are.
Watch.
Yeah, the boot marks are facing the house.
Quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Calderon.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Ah, that's why he said not boondockers when I looked at the shoes on the thing. I wondered what he meant by that. Okay. Right, that's interesting. So, he's still there. Okay, so suspicious activity.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Oh, his eyes are shifty. Okay, so... But he wouldn't have seen anybody, so I'll doubt
Sure,
this
Mr.
one.
Foreman. There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
How did I miss that?
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Okay. I was kind of swinging it around to
Hey,
try and see.
don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
What?
Fringe was the TV show he was in as the crazy
For
mad
Elysian Fields
scientist.
Developments.
I remembered it after I went off air the other day.
Oh, I see you already have one.
Oh, okay, so this is another version of it, okay.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Right, so let's go to the game well and ring this in.
So what's going on over there?
And then we'll go try and nick that fire engine. For police purposes, of
I heard
course.
this is a triple homicide.
So we're probably going to go visit this Leland Monroe guy.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks.
Captain
Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Blades on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
So investigate Rancho Escondido. Okay, right, so... Says destination. Right, okay, let's have a look. See if we can't nick this fire engine. I'll drive this one.
Jesus, Cole. What's wrong with
Yay!
a good old-fashioned black and white?
Come on. Come on.
Shame about Jack. The arson desk has been trying to nail
Love
that
it.
son of a bitch for years.
He's still in
I
custody.
can't hear him though.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already.
Look at that.
And hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
This is great. Whoa. Turn radius is terrible. Really bad. Hey, I need to have a look at the map here so I know where I'm going. Let's have a quick look. What do you think? Okay, so we need to go right down to the bottom until the only option is a left-hand turn, and then we're going to go right. Oof, it's a bit of a... Love the sound of that engine.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Units to handle code 2 identified.
This is brilliant. This is great. This is great. This is great. I think we turn right here. Yeah. And then we're going to go past this one. And then around the block, I think, is the entrance. Hollywoodland! Oh. What are you moaning about? This is great! Out of my way, fools! What a better way to announce our arrival. Announce our arrival.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back,
It's
or I'll
America.
lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Woof.
Come on, Dad!
Hey.
Hey, foolish soldier. We're gonna have to pacify these poor saps.
Oh, I lost my hat. I always get the fighting buttons wrong at the beginning. That's my partner, isn't it? He looks suspiciously like my partner.
Oh, you're going down, you piece of shit.
Yeah, have some of that.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Here.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
And expect some shrinkage in the heat. But it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
But of course it was. That's what developers do. What do you want?
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Hang on, why is there two fire engines here and one of them's got fire coming from it? By the looks of it. Let's nick his police. Oh, there's three. Well, I suppose there has been. Oh, there's four. Oh, because all of them have been set on fire. Okay. Wow. Pretty crazy. Okay, let's... Right, where are we going now then? We're going to have to go to Isolane, aren't we? It's the only location left. Elysian, not Isolian. Elysian Fields, okay. Did he get in the fire engine?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
He did, he got in the fire. Hey, at least he knows where he's going. Come on, Cole, get in. That's your answer to everything, though. McDonald's aren't doing your order fast enough? Shoot, Well, he's taking a risk. He's been told to stay away, but... Let's have a look at this building. I love looking at some of these buildings. It's a shame a lot of those buildings in LA got redeveloped because some of them were amazing architecture. Have you ever seen the house of the guy who was supposedly, they don't know for sure, but he was supposedly the Black Dahlia murderer? His house is outstanding. There's a TV show all about it, actually.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Yeah. Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
You have to go through.
And that's our cue.
2 of you.
Thanks, ma'am.
And then the louse calls and says he's going to marry an English.
May I help you, gentlemen?
All right, Janice.
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Yep, that's the guy at Fringe, alright.
You like a cigar?
A
Drink,
cigar?
boy.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Wow, these models are nice. I've always liked models. Don't know why. Starting at 9,000. That's cheap for LA. Even back then. $9,000. That's the place we've just come from that was burnt down.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
So,
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Yeah, he's grinning. He's keeping eye contact, but his grins. I don't like the way his mouth's moving. It's doubted. Yeah, he's opened his mouth.
We
twice.
found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Balls. I wanted to put lie here because he's really twitchy, but I don't know what I'd use. Well,
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the price.
Hands under
You're
the
aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our
It's not
advertising.
Corona.
Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
It's going right to the top, isn't it?
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
He's smirking again. His hands are on the table now. I let Gary heard you. That's the same facial movement as before, but I don't know why I'm doubting this. He's not.
Come on.
Lying.
You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
We know that's a lie, you scumbag. Because we know the poor cement quality.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD.
Of course you are.
My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Oh, he's a scumbag. They're all scumbags.
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman. What's that from?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Yes.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Right. Let's have a look. We need a game well.
He wants a 5-star
Your boss is a
goddamn
fine
win.
man.
Oh. Nice room. There's one.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Oh, my ass.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks, ma'am.
Right. So, looks like we've got our man.
I love the chase till the minute I win it.
He better not be going back there, the idiot.
Face,
Doesn't learn, does he?
love me in it. Give me your heart, and baby,
She's not going to like him now, he's a sap.
I always kill the thing. ones I love.
Oh, look who it isn't.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. I'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about
Hey, Malcolm, how's it going?
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
What a douchebag. But he's still banging that broad.
Message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley
Got nothing,
Drive,
compass.
Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf.
Well, I don't know where bloody hell he lives. It gave an address, but bloody hell. Oh, these hidden vehicles, didn't even notice them. Right, hang on a second. I know what I need to do. I need to look in the book, don't I?
But I don't like to talk about it.
You
Chapman's
come
apartment.
across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the...
I'll have to have a quick look at the map here. The one thing they did really badly in this game. Really badly. We're going to go into Santa Monica Boulevard all the way down. Okay, all the way down left.
Campaign.
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
I know this isn't the law. What are you gonna do? Arrest me? Meh. Meh. Okay, so it must be this one. Okay, so let's have a look at the map. I'm guessing that's how you discover things in this one. I'm guessing this road's going to be cut off. You see there's a line across it there. Luckily it normally means it's cut off, so I just follow the L round and then it'll take us to the little flag. I don't even mind that the cars load in sections. It's such a pretty game to play. It's a pretty game. Okay, I think it's about the third right or something. I can pass wherever I want. I'm a policeman. I've got a badge.
Let's take a quick
We're going to have a bill at the end of this one anyway after the fire truck shenanigans. Might as well add a couple of quid to it. I shouldn't know because I think it takes your thing down. It's a long drive, actually. There we go.
It takes a nice shooting eye, and that's about it. Flying at this altitude is not exactly healthy, especially for
Car sounds are great.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Oh, he's got mosquito things.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence. We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Does it make him our guy, though?
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Again. Forget these bitches.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Whoops.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
This is brilliant. This is like a souped up version of that mission in Red Dead Redemption.
Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Get us to animal code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Couldn't we ram him?
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Oh, it's raining. I like this.
It's no good. We need to get closer. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here. Get me closer to the driver's cabin. I'll plug Chapman. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
That's totally unfair. He didn't tell me. I was looking for a gun. Oh, I can't believe it's done that. He should have at least like been in the bus, reached into his jacket. I was watching him all the way off, and I thought like you just rugby tackle him. Some of the missions you just.
Son of a bitch! He must have caught the trolley.
So unfair.
We gotta move fast, Cole.
I hate when missions do that.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. The suspect
gas, Cole. Don't lose it. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here. Don't go to sleep on me. Get it close. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Ah. Get down. Prick.
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. See Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Good one. Ooh, burn.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Okay. Bit of city damage, but never mind. Okie dokie. Well, that was fun. Now, let's have a look. I've been streaming for. I've only been streaming for 54 minutes today. But it's getting on, and I don't want to go. I don't want to get stuck. I know some of these missions are going to be long. Well, I know that they've been long, and as we're getting towards the end, I think they're going to get even bigger. So I don't want to get into another mission in this stream, just in case, it ends up being a really big long one. I think the longest stream, or the longest case I've had, was nearly 2 hours, 1 hour 50 something. And I think the shortest I've had was something like 40, so that one's somewhere around the 50 mark. So yeah, so I think I'll call it the stream an end for now, and then I'll get back on it another time. I think the next time you'll probably see me stream will probably be Sunday or Monday evening, and it will be something a little bit longer. I'm not going to play L.A Noire. I'm going to play something else a little bit longer, but I will come back to L.A Noire because I've been doing them a bit more recently, and I'm really enjoying it, really getting into it. So there's also Flight Simulator as well, which I was saying. I'm just going to turn my mic down because it's a bit too loud there. Flight Simulator, I'm going to plan a long distance journey. You know, like I've done in the past with Elite. I'm going to do it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm kind of wanting. I've been finding some extra bits and bobs, and to make the game look prettier. Including my hometown in England, there's somebody's been making lots and lots of the parts of that, so I might actually do a tour of that on the tour of that. So I'm going to work that into it. So what's this? No. Well, I might pop onto Flight Simulator if you want to join me, Elizabeth. I'm practicing flying this certain plane because I don't want to keep crashing it when I finally do this long trip. So I don't know if you want to fire her up and we can play after the stream. So yeah, so I'll see you people on Sunday or Monday, and we'll do something. I know, I saw that. I'm not doing any of that. I know normally you would expect me to do that, but I'm not doing that. Only serious stuff. Only serious stuff. You can actually add a Star Destroyer. No, a Star Destroyer. I can't even remember if that's what they're called, from Star Wars to New York as well. But no, it's not happening. Okay, people. So I'll say 9-7. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did enjoy the stream, do leave a like. Feel free to comment if you're joining in the stream later. And then I'll probably see you Sunday or Monday evening it will be. Okay, I'll see you later.